not usually make videos about aliens or predators, movie news on this channel, but I wanted to this time because I've been thinking about it lately. When I was a little kid and a teenager, I really love aliens and predator stories, the movies. I've seen all the alien predator movies, I played some of the video games, and I've read some of the comics, although I do want to read more of them because I've heard the aliens and predator comics by Dark Horse are really good, but I haven't read many of those. So I need to fix that soon. But in light of Predator, the Shane Black Predator movie that just came out, that release, and the fact that it is probably going to underperform before it leaves theaters, um, and in light of Alien Covenant, the last Alien movie that also underperformed, I have been thinking about what the future of both these franchises might be, especially since they're both Fox, properties, and Fox is about to be bought by Disney. So, what is Disney going to do with the Aliens and Predators franchises? Especially since the last movies in each franchise didn't really do well financially. These big companies, what they care about ultimately is the money. Now, I'm thinking that most likely both Aliens and Predators, if Disney wants to continue them, they might wind up as TV shows on the streaming service that Disney's rumored to be launching sometime next year. That they'll have a lot of their other Disney properties on there, like, Marvel, Star Wars, and probably other things, animation. Disney, it's the house of Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and stuff. And, all the Disney princesses and, boys like Aladdin, Peter Pan, etc. Stuff like that. So it could be that Aliens and Predator will live on as series on that whatever that network is called. I know there were rumors or reports that it was going to be called Disney Play. I think Disney Play is a stupid name for that streaming service because it makes you think of like a little kid's service or a video game. And, the Disney service is not going to be just for kids. So I think Disney Play is the wrong way to go. But anyways, that's feasible. And I'm going to subscribe to that service when it comes out. But I'd watch those shows. I think a lot of people would. But the problem is, I'm wondering if Disney will want to, because Predator and Aliens don't exactly fit the Disney brand. Disney's all about, family entertainment for the most part, PG-13, that sort of things. I mean, Marvel's kind of been a lot of people, even though it's successful, a lot of people, critics do think that Marvel movies for the most part have been like sanitized, for lack of a better word, to appeal to all audiences. So, if Disney, they want to go that way, are they going to invest too heavily in two very R-rated franchises? Predator and Aliens are historically very gory, very graphic. That doesn't fit like the Disney brand. And whenever like Disney, people from Disney have given quotes like, Alan Horn and Bob Iger about the Fox franchises they're excited about, I don't think they mention, Aliens or Predators in those statements. They mention like Avatar, the James Cameron movie series, because those movies made like some of the biggest, the first Avatar I think is the most, like had the biggest box offices of all time, I think, in the recent movie history. They want that. They want to control and own that. And Avatar, I think they have Pandora and, Pandora Land and things like that. Disney's excited to have that franchise. And there's other things Fox owns that I think they're excited about. Like, I think, isn't the Apes franchise, Planet of the Apes, isn't that Fox? Other things like that. But I don't think they've ever mentioned anything in those statements about Aliens or Predator. Because, and to reading between the lines, that might be because they don't really care about those franchises that much, because Aliens and Predators movies, A, are off-brand, and B, they aren't exactly the money-making franchises they were in their heyday, right? I mean, Predator and Alien are two of the most iconic sci-fi action movies ever, maybe period, even outside of sci-fi or action and horror. But, when's the last time a Predator or Alien movie made a lot of money? That was a long time ago. So a company like Disney, it's all about, profits and, what do people care about now? What are they willing to pay for? What are they going to think of these franchises? Maybe they'll even sell them off to another company. Maybe, they'll be like, maybe another studio can take you, like Paramount or Warner Brothers. Like, well, now that we own Predator and Aliens, let's just, sell them off to someone else or rent the licenses out. Wouldn't that be interesting? I think I say this because I'm someone who grew up on movies like this, and I am like considering or concerned. What does the future hold for them? What do you think? If you're someone who cares about the future of Aliens and Predator in live action, I think they'll always be making video games and stuff about them. But just their movies or potential TV shows. Where do you see them going in light of, the box office underperformance that they've been experiencing recently? Do they have a future at all? Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.